Hello and welcome to my second video on the channel. This video is going to be a beginner guide, specifically for global release. Hopefully it's not too far off. I think it should release when the current banner, the Noah banner, is gone, which it should be gone in 6 days exactly. Hopefully they don't delay it any more than that, because if they do, you know, Southeast Asia server is not going to be lasting too long. Anyways, the reason I'm doing this guide is because I'm basically done with all the content in the game. I'm done with literally everything. I can do Glasses 10, which is the only one that I want to do because it drops the speed accessory, and I can do Chimera 10, which is the only one that I want to do because it drops the speed set and the crit damage set. So, and they're, you know, funny enough, I think they're the two easiest ones. I think this guy's also easy. The Tyrant Toddler is also pretty easy, but I'm pretty sure Glasses is like the easiest one out of the three, and I already released my guide. I can auto Glasses 10, and I can auto Chimera, and I've done all the, you know, the Archdemon Ruins, the Deeps, and the Infinite Corridor. I've done both of them. So I'm basically done with the game, and I wanted to talk about a few things. This is going to be a beginner guide. I'm going to talk about progression. I'm going to talk about the units that you want to start with. I'm going to talk about the late game mistakes that you do not want to do. Let's actually start with the units that you want to start with, because this is what most people are going to be doing. Rerolling in this game is pretty straightforward. If you want to delete your account, you go to Settings, Account, Delete account, right? Pretty simple. Rerolling is going to be easy. Who do you want to start with? Now, this is going to be very subjective, right? Because if you want the best start, you want Valentine, and you're gonna pick Noah from the selective summons anyways. Valentine and Noah, right? This is like if you want the best start. But you can start with Veronica. Veronica's really good. You can start with Siren. Where's Siren? Siren's really good. Who else? Siren, Veronica, Noah. I think it's just Siren and Veronica that are the other two options. Who else are honorable mentions? Honestly, these are like the only two that I would really recommend, because everyone else here has niche uses, and if you have Veronica and Valentine, you can literally steamroll every single PvE content in the game very quickly. And that's if you want the best start. Do you need to reroll for Valentine? A lot of people are going to say you have to reroll for Valentine, otherwise your account is like dog shit. And to that I say I disagree, because not everyone wants to play competitively. But if you want, as I said, the best start, reroll for Valentine. You don't need anyone else. You don't need... I was actually on this account, I was trying to reroll for Valentine and Siren, and it took me like 3 days. This is not my first Southeast Asia account, it's like my fourth one. It took me like 3 days of rerolling, and I ended up getting Veronica. Valentine, I was like, you know, this is good enough. And I didn't really use Veronica much. As you can see, she's level 73. These are the units that you want to start with. These are the 3 stars. Now, there are two very key 2 stars that you want to start with. Dolly, which I do have, and another one that no one told me to get is Finan, right? Finan. I do not know how to pronounce her name. This unit is going to be key to beating floor 100, and I think there was also another early on floor that Finan really helped in, but you can just steamroll it if you have enough CC. Sigma, right? Yeah, Sigma. I can beat Sigma, but the RNG required to beat her, I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's just endgame content. The RNG that is required is just too much for me to even care about beating it, because Sigma's not good. And it's only 450 ether, and I have 22 days left, so I'm not really too fussed about trying to beat this as fast as possible. But I can do it. But Finan will make her life a lot easier. And I'm pretty sure she's just a straight up better healer than Eva. Pretty sure. Let me just read her. Let me go to the codex so I can see the max. Yeah. Heals all allies by 35 of the target's max health and grants immunity. So she's basically like Eva, where she heals not based on her own HP, but based on the unit's HP. Your team's HP, basically. And her S2 heals the caster and the selected ally by 30% of the target's max health, and increases the selected ally's priority by 20%. Burst level 1 is it basically increases all your units priority by 20% and heals everyone by 30%. Pretty fucking insane. 3-turn cooldown. S1 attacks an enemy and heals the ally with the lowest current health by 10%. This is like pretty dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. But it's whatever, right? I'm pretty sure she's just a straight up better healer than Eva. So she is a priority. What is her chain actually? Companion. After attacking, heals the ally with the lowest health. The amount of healing is proportional to the highest max HP. Okay. You know, it's okay. It's okay. But she's the key to floor 100 because of the immunity. And if you reach there, you will understand why. But as I said, you want to get her and you want to get Dolly because these two will save your fucking life. And if you get both of them, you will not have to work on Eva. Now this is the characters to start with. This is also the reason I have 1,000. Actually, oops. This is the reason I only have 1,000 ether because I did 200 summons. I can show you right now. I did 200 summons. Mission achievements. 204 summons trying to get Feynan. And I didn't even get a single 3-star other than these two, which I got from re-rolling anyways. So I'm not really surprised. I'm not too mad about it either because I know my luck is dog shit anyways. These are the characters that you want to start with. Also, starting with Tio allows you to actually 3-star her from the login bonus. I believe the login bonus actually gives you enough to. Do not quote me on this. Do not quote me on that. Yeah, this one. I believe the login bonus gives you enough. Yeah, 85. It gives you enough to 3-star her, which is pretty decent. So, best case scenario, you get Valentine from the 2 free multis, right? You get normal banner multis. You get Tio, Dolly, and Feynan. Now, the 3 2-stars you can, get them from selective summon or the normal summon. If you're like missing one of them, you can just try to get Noah and the one you're missing from the selective summon both in one. Best case, obviously. And they are going to be the only units you want to focus on, right? Now, I've talked about how to start, who to start with. Let's talk about the mistakes that I made early on. Okay, my first mistake. Actually, I think I'll leave the mistakes for last because there's a lot of mistakes that I did on this account. Let's talk about the progression path. How to progress early on, how to progress effectively. This thing on the bottom left corner is going to be your best friend early on. This is going to provide so many rewards. And the missions are pretty easy to do. And the rewards are very nice. They're going to boost your account tremendously. The amount of gear that you get from here, the amount of equipment, is going to allow you to be able to jump through all of the early stages and go right to stage 10 without having to actually farm gear at all before farming stage 10. The first time that I did stage 10, I actually never farmed gear before that. I never farmed gear until I was able to do stage 10. And that is thanks to the gear that I got from story and the gear that I got from here. You do not want to farm gear. You want to put all your stamina towards story, towards tower, towards tower, story. I think tower and story are the main, maybe side story as well. You want to do your 10 daily side stories every day. This thing a lot of people sleep on, but this thing is going to help you quite a bit. The other thing is very important as well. Your base. I'm going to the base. This is something that I did wrong, is I worked on Kate's workshop first. You do not want to do that. You want to work on your anti-particle generator first, right? Because this is the one that's going to allow you to be able to upgrade your other stuff fast, right? While I'm at it, let me actually do this. Can I do auto formation? Okay, nope. Let me do the level 20s here. Level 10. Yep. 5 stamina. Wait, that's a lot. Is that even worth it? Wait, is that even... Whatever. Probably should pause. Okay, I'm actually not sure if doing the lower levels is worth it or not. I think just doing level 3 is all you need to do. Anyways, that's besides the point. What I was trying to explain is you want to work on your anti-particle generator first. You can work on your expedition team afterwards. And then the third is going to be Kate's workshop, because you're not going to be using this early on. You are not going to be crafting 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star gear, right? You're only going to be crafting 6-star gear, and you are not going to be crafting 6-star gear without using abrasives. Okay, I can show you what abrasives are, because I am out of abrasives, obviously, because I do use them very often. Abrasives. This is an abrasive, right? This is one of them. But this one is a special abrasive that is tied to weapons and accessories. This is the abrasive that I was talking about. This boosts your chances of getting legendary gear from crafting, and if you get the blue one, it boosts your chances of getting not 3-star, epic gear and above while crafting. You do not want to craft without the abrasives, because the chances are horrendous to get anything useful, and you're just wasting 200,000 or 150,000 gold. So this is very important. Do not craft without abrasives, and do not craft any lower than 6-star gear, because you do not need to craft until you are at the point where you need 6-star gear. This is the order: anti-particle generator, expedition team, Kate's workshop, and then supply mode, because I'm pretty sure you don't really get anything useful from this anyways. 2 million gold for a 6-star green piece of equipment that is random. It's actually like, this is the biggest scam in the history of fucking mankind. Now I've talked about the base. Progression, right? If you get stuck on story, let's say you are following this, right? You get stuck on story. What you want to do is you want to go to challenge and try to, you know, progress as far as you can in tower, the ruins, and you obviously want to do your daily material tickets, right? You want to do it daily. Progress as far as you can do in the ruins, in tower, because you get resources from here, you get resources from here, which are going to help you progress your team further on in story. I'll show you the rewards are actually pretty fucking OP. You got like 50 red hammers or something. It's actually really insane, especially early on where you actually do need hammers. Later on you get hammers from just farming gear, so hammers are not really that scarce. Arena, I'm not really going to talk about arena. It's, you know, I don't really care about arena until they introduce RTA. Alright, what else? We've talked about guild, arena. It's not really important. It's not going to help you progress your account that much, but you know, if you care about those things, maybe in the future I'll make specific guides for them. Missions, story. Right, now I'll talk about the mistakes that I did on my account. This is very, very, very important. Now, the first mistakes that I did is I worked on units. I've worked on Rona, which I thought was good because he was rated very highly in the tier list, and I realized that she is absolutely dog shit because the only DPS that you need is actually Noah, and her DPS is, compared to Noah, is very, very not good. Compared to Noah, I'm comparing her to Noah. Compared to other characters, maybe she's good, you know. Maybe she's good compared to other characters. Compared to Noah, she is not that great. But I've invested into her because of the missions. You only want to invest into her just where the mission tells you to. I think she, like, the mission's asking you to upgrade her to level something. Equip gear on Rona, obtain hero Rona. Yeah, raise to level. Yeah, just do the missions. Do not upgrade her past that. My second mistake is also tied to upgrading Rona and Veronica. Veronica's not a bad character. I will invest into Veronica, but later on. But the reason I regret it is because I didn't invest enough into my main roster, which is Dolly, Eva, Tia, Valentine, and Noah. And the reason I'm saying that is, if I go to skills here, and I am trying to upgrade this ability, I do not have blue books. Blue books are, later on, early on you will have a lot of blue books. Later on, blue books are insanely scarce. Insanely scarce. And I have only had 3 blue books for like the last week. I think for the last week I've only had 3 blue books. And I'm not able to upgrade her second ability, which increases the effect duration by 1, which is pretty fucking OP. But I can't get it because I don't have blue books. Why do I not have blue books? Well, if I go to Rona, where's Rona? Right, level 2, level 3, level 3, level 3. I've just been wasting them on Rona, which is not what you want to do. It is absolutely not what you want to do. And you also don't really want to upgrade this the skill chain past level 1 because of the weakness gauge, unless you're literally sitting on so many blue books and you're like in game and you have nothing else to use it on. The damage increase is not really that significant, especially because you're only going to be using your chain combo for the weakness gauge reduction, right? That's the main point. You want to break the bosses with your chain combos. You're not really using your chain combos for damage. I've done it, where have I done it? I've done it here as well, level 3. Where else have I done it? Yeah, Veronica as well. I've done it here. I upgraded Eva's, like, increases chain damage by 5 on Eva's pretty pointless. Here as well, I can actually upgrade it. Like, hell no, I will never do this, right? Never do this.
Did you request to see me?
What does this do? Reduces skill cooldown by 1? Oh, this is insane, actually. What does this do? Oh, this is okay.
So, what can I do?
Veronica, level 3. These some things that hindered my progression by quite a bit. Because I was a little too reckless with how I used my blue books, because I didn't know they were this scarce. And you are not going to realize it until you are like in the end game. Maybe during global launch, maybe they will introduce an event that gives a lot of blue books, but who knows? This is recorded during soft launch, so yeah. If you are going to make an account, and if you are going to start with the units that I mentioned, the units that you want to work on are going to be Noah, Valentine, Tio, Dolly, and Finan. You're not going to be working on Eva because you have Finan, which I think is superior to Eva because of the immunity. I don't have her, obviously, so I can't say for sure, but I'm almost positive that she is just superior to Eva. The skills that you want to work on, Kaiser Knuckle, Kaiser Cannon for Noah. I wouldn't really recommend Noah Kaiser because you're only going to be using the first 2 skills. I've maxed this out just because of the priority plus 10, because like, every time she attacks, she increases Noah's priority by 20%, and if you use the burst level 1, she increases everyone's priority. All priority enhances recovery. Yeah, she increases everyone's priority. I'm not sure if it's 20% or 30%, but I'm pretty sure it's 20%. I think. Anyways. Tio, you're gonna be maxing out her S2, her S3. And Dolly, you're gonna be maxing out her S2. Not so much her S3, because you know if you can silence the enemy, 85% chance is good enough. For the S3, right? I've upgraded this just for the more chance to activate the attack down, which is not horrible. Just don't upgrade this past level 2. And Finan, I can't really see Finan's levels, but you know, you get the point. Try not to spread your resources too thin. Try not to work on characters that you are not going to be using late game. And also, the reason why you want the units that I mentioned is because you do not want to be broke like me, spending 200 summons to get Finan a 2-star, and I don't even end up getting her. And now I have no summons for the next character, which is going to be Ren. I'm pretty positive Ren is going to be releasing during global launch, and I'm not going to be able to summon at all for Ren, so which is fine because I'm going to be starting a global account anyways. I hope the video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.